Hi, guys. Welcome to the third episode of Unfiltered Growth. This is your host, Ron Oriente. Wow, I'm so happy that we're on our third episode na agad, no? Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. So, today's topic is something I personally struggled with before, and that is how to earn 100,000 and still feel broke. All right. So, when I was younger, people believe na it doesn't matter how much you earn, basta marunong ka mag-budget. But honestly, my mindset before was, of course, paano ka naman magba-budget kung kulang naman talaga yung sahod mo or yung perang dumadating sa'yo, 'di ba? So, when I finally started earning 50,000, 100,000 in a month, I thought, okay, this is it. Life's going to be different. But then I realized, wala pa rin palang nagbago. Yes, bills were paid, pero parang paycheck to paycheck pa rin yung buhay ko. And then sometimes life happened, challenges came, work will got affected, and suddenly I realized maybe I'm doing something wrong with my money. So that's when I started making changes. So today, I'll share a few simple but powerful tips that help me handle my finances better. So remember, guys, that I'm no expert, and in this Unfiltered Grow podcast natin, we're just also lost souls, 'di ba? Just trying out things that's gonna work for us. So I'm not an expert, okay? All right. And also, I want to add as well that there's no one size fits all formula in handling finances. The best way is to try what's going to work for you. All right. So before I tried so many ways, like sabi nila 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings. But I end up parang niloloko ko lang yung sarili ko. So, be true to yourself, guys. If it's not working for you, then hindi, 'di ba? Change tayo. Okay? Kasi what's happening in the 20% na savings is nagagastos ko din siya. Because nga, guys, 50% for needs is, it's not sapat. It's not enough. Yung buong sahod ko nga is not enough for the needs. So, parang ang pangit naman na I have savings but we don't have kuryente or putol yung kuryente namin, 'di ba? So that is not working for me. That's why I change it. So the tip number 1 that I'll be giving you guys is to first change your mindset. Nasaan niyo ba yun? Because it's not like it's connected about money. Pero ito talaga yung pinakauna. Because if your mindset doesn't change, kahit anong advice yung marinig mo, you wouldn't put it into action. Yeah. So dati, ang mindset ko was, the problem is how much I earn. Well, partly true. But now I see it differently. It's how much you earn, and it's also how you spend it. Okay? So I'd say it's how much you earn, because if you earn just enough for expenses, then you're putting yourself in a rat race wherein you work, you pay bills, and repeat. So that's not good, because we don't live to work. Not unless you want to live to work. But life is to enjoy. Diba? That mag-enjoy din tayo sa life natin. So, I'll give you an example where you have to be open minded, or examples where you have to change your mindset. First is looking for a part time job or side hustle. So this one actually is not really like a practice here in the Philippines. It's not really talked about because we are in an impression that having another job is illegal. Right? Like if you have full-time employment, it's kind of like illegal for you to look for another one. But we have to admit, and I think everybody knows that the minimum wage is really not sustainable, most especially if you have a family of your own or if you have dependents. Guys, it's not really sustainable. Let's say the minimum wage right now is 15,000 per month. Like, how can you live your life with 15,000 pesos per month? 'Di ba? So secondly, you have to be open to invest in yourself. Okay? And investing in yourself is actually spending on books, taking your time to read books, attending a financial seminar, paying for a seminar that's worth it, 'di ba? Or whatever it is na you think it's gonna be helpful for you, right? So the fact that you're listening to this podcast right now, meaning you want something to change in your life or you want some insight, and that's a really good step for you. Well, because most of the people, they don't like to learn anymore, or they think now once they graduated, end game na, no, with learning and with studying. But I'm telling you, learning and studying is non-stop in life. So you have to be open-minded in learning, studying, and doing, new things basically. Yeah. So tip number 2 is to practice discipline. Mm. Inaasahan yan, no? Kala nyo. Okay? So, mindset is important, pero without discipline, wala pa ring mangyayari. Yeah? So, okay, nandun ka nga sa may mindset ka. Like, for example, may full-time job ka and part-time job. But then, wala kang discipline. Like, for example, nakita mo yung friend mo na bumili siya ng bagong phone or nag-upgrade siya ng bagong phone. So, mag-upgrade ka din. 'Di ba? So, like, bakit? 'Di ba? Like, bakit? So, bakit ka gumastos ng gano'n? 'Di ba? If you really don't need it. 'Di ba? Well, here's the truth. Of course, mahirap siya. We're human, we have emotions, and sometimes we buy things out of desire and not out of need. 'Di ba? Like yung for example, ko nga na bumili ng phone. Or, nakita mo your friend bought a car, a new motor. Of course, you'd want one too, 'di ba? But do you really need it? Okay. So if you're saying that you need it for transportation because it saves you money versus commuting, or it saves you time, fine, okay, justified. But if you keep spending on upgrades and accessories, hindi na siya need. Luho na siya. Okay? So always go back to the purpose. What is this for? Okay? I know, mahirap siya. But then you have to force yourself na di lahat ng nakikita mo sa friend mo or di lahat ng nakikita mo sa social media is gagayahin mo. Okay? So, that's why we need to practice discipline. Or mag-scroll-scroll ka lang sa TikTok, sa Shopee, sa Lazada. Nakapag-check out ka na, day, 'di ba? Like, do you have budget for that? 'Di ba? Hindi. So, wala kang budget para doon. So, stop. Stop mo na 'yan. Okay. So, tip number 3. Okay. Know your baseline expenses. Okay. So, this one changed everything for me. List down lahat ng monthly expenses mo, rent, utilities, food, transportation, wifi, everything that you pay for on a monthly basis. Okay? Because that becomes your baseline. Okay? So for example, ako, I just realized na I need 50,000 a month to cover everything. Okay? So that is just my needs. Wala pa yung pang ano doon ha, pang luho doon. So needs lang 'yon, as in rent, utilities, food, wifi, pang tuition, pang basta needs. Yon. So I need 50,000 to cover everything. So that's going to be like my minimum target every month. Okay? Kasi guys, if hindi mo alam yung baseline mo, then lagi kang kukulangin. And you'll end up borrowing or swiping your credit card. Okay? So, for example, minimum wage worker ka. Like, let's say 15,000 pesos. And then your expenses is 20,000 pesos. 'Di ba? So, hindi yun sustainable every month because lagi kang kukulangin ng 5,000. Saan mo kukunin yung 5,000? So, what's gonna happen is that you'll borrow money, and then next month you'll struggle to pay that borrowed money, and then you'll just struggle again, and you struggle. So, non-stop na siya, dai. 'Di ba? So, magiging non-stop na yung paghihirap mo ngayon. Okay? Kasi for me, as a freelancer, sometimes tumataas, bumababa yung income ko. Because I have like a permanent client, but then sometimes I do get a different, another client pa, and sometimes mawawala or end of contract. So, hindi ko pala alam na this is the amount that I need to sustain every month pala. So that hindi ako magkukulang. Okay? So ngayon, that's what I'm doing. And remember, you need a sure money of a certain amount every month to sustain your living. Okay? So if ever that you're gonna look for like a side hustle, okay, look for not a commission based job or hindi din business, okay? Like something na you'll earn a fixed amount or a sure amount every month, okay? To sustain your living. And that's your baseline is your minimum target. Okay. Now, tip number 4 is focus on increasing income and not just cutting expenses. So this is where a lot of people get stuck. Kasi ang mindset is laging tipid, save, bawas dito, bawas doon. But honestly, kung kulang na yung kinikita mo, kahit anong tipid gawin mo, kukulangin ka pa rin. And I think ayaw naman natin, like, whole life natin lagi na lang tayong nagtitiis, 'di ba? I think for me, ang pangit naman nung ganun, 'di ba? So instead, shift your mindset to look for part-time jobs, side hustle, or just basically explore other stable income sources, 'di ba? Kung marunong ka mag-makeup, di mag-offer ka ng makeup services, ganyan. Basta make sure na you would reach your baseline expenses. Okay? And also, let's be real here, guys. Kasi most of the time, lagi kong naririnig is gusto ko mag-business na lang ako, ganyan. Business is not always the key solution. Mhm. Well, of course, that is pagbago pa lang, 'di ba? Siyempre magtatayo ka pa lang ng business mo. So, usually, pagbago, business usually takes money out and not in. Like, mamumuhunan ka muna dyan. And then, the return of investment is like years pa. But right now, you need money agad-agad to cover your living expenses. So, yeah, I think business is not always the solution. Okay? So, mamumuhunan ka pa dyan eh. You need a stable cash flow month to month. 'Di ba? So, a side hustle or second job might make more sense. Also, commission-based jobs is not allowed to. Well, kung magaling ka magbenta and you think na may hit mo naman yung baseline expenses mo, then go for it, 'di ba? But if not, 'di ba? Edi wag 'yun, ibang work na lang, not the commission based because you need a stable cash flow month to month, right? Tip number 5 is to avoid lifestyle inflation. Ito yung trap, guys. Actually, hindi ko sure if this is lifestyle inflation, but ito na yung uunahin ko. So, nadadagdagan yung gastos mo, but your income is not increasing. Hmm. Magaling tayo magdagdag ng gastos but not magdagdag ng income. Yun kasi yun, 'di ba? Like for example, my baseline is 50,000. Tapos kita ko dun sa friend ko, 'di ba? Kaya we need to practice discipline, guys. Dito ko sa friend ko, ay naka iPhone 16 na siya. Of course I want that too. If I'm going to pay for that in full, nang hindi utang, okay, nang hindi credit card, then that's good. Okay, sige, pagbigyan mo yung sarili mo. But if you're going to use an installment plan or a credit card for that, and let's say 1,000 siya monthly, then suddenly nagdagdag ka ng 1,000 pesos sa baseline mo. So kung 50,000 lang, ngayon kailangan mo nang mag-earn every month ng 51,000. O, 'di ba ang galing? Nagdagdag po tayo ng gastos, opo. Hmm? So the problem is most of us are experts at increasing expenses but not increasing income. So before you purchase something or buy something, ask yourself, do I really need this? Or baka naman, ginagaya mo lang yung ibang tao. Nagpapa-impress ka lang or for whatever reason. 'Di ba? You have to, think of yourself. Because if gagastos ka for other people, for the sake na makita ka nila na may ganito kang gamit, actually, other people don't care naman eh. But then, ikaw lang din mamomroblema. Because, pag broke ka na, wala naman nang makakatulong sa'yo. 'Di ba? Magiging problema mo, sakit na ng ulo mo. 'Di ba? Alright. So, for some people naman, pag tumataas or nadadagdagan yung income nila, nadadagdagan din yung gastos. Okay? So, ito naman, baliktad naman. So, for example, na-promote ka or you switch jobs, tumaas ng konti yung sahod mo. So, parang magdadagdag ka ngayon ng income. For example, like, bigla kang lilipat ng tirahan, gusto mo ng mas malaking space, even if you don't need a bigger space. 'Di ba? So, yeah, we have to go back and ask ourselves, do I really need this? What's my purpose? Right? All right. So, tip number 6, set financial goals that are attainable. Okay? Like, for example, right now, ako, personal financial goal ko ngayon is to not save any money up until the end of 2025. I'm not saving. And it may sound irresponsible na I don't have savings right now because my goal is to be debt free. Okay? At the end of 2025, I want to pay all my debts I had before. And you set goal one by one. Okay? Kasi hindi natin kaya yung sabay-sabay. Like, gusto mo may savings ka, gusto mo mabayaran yung utang mo. 'Di ba? Buti kung maliit lang yung utang mo. But, if malaki siya, it's not possible. 'Di ba? Tapos gusto mo pa bumili ng bahay, gusto mo bumili ng kotse, nilahat mo na. Sige, magkano ba income mo? 'Di ba? So, one by one, step by step. So right now I want to pay all the debt that I had before. That's why no savings pa ako ngayon. Like, that's not my priority. And you set the deadline, ha. Baka naman, okay, no savings na din ako up until you die. Hindi ka na nag-save, te. 'Di ba? And when you plan or when you set a goal, make sure na attainable siya. Baka naman sabihin mo, okay, magbabayad na ako ng magbabayad ako ng utang ko, pero kulang naman pala yung sahod mo, like di naman pala, like hindi mo kinalculate yung sahod mo and kulang siya. So, di ka rin nakakabayad ng utang. 'Di ba? So, parang ayusin niyo guys, ayusin niyo yung ano niyo, yung goals niyo, 'di ba? Yung financial goals niyo kailangan attainable siya, kailangan um may due date siya, gano'n. Okay. So, let's be honest, this is easier said than done. Kahit ako nahihirapan pa rin. But what helps is always going back to these two foundations, which is mindset and discipline. Okay? Mindset to believe that you can earn more, and discipline to stop yourself from unnecessary spending. And at the end of the day, financial management is not one size fits all. So, kanya-kanyang journey yan, okay? But for me, these simple shifts made all the difference. So yun, that's today's episode of Unfiltered Growth. If you learned something or if you relate to this topic, share this with a friend who also feels broke kahit malaki ang kinikita. Thanks for tuning in. Again, this is Ron Oriente, and I'll see you in our next episode.